So I'd like to introduce Noe and Donna from Kuab. Let's give them a warm welcome.
Okay, I'm just going to say a few things about that we have to say before we start speaking. One of them is that we are not here to recruit you at all. I'm not here to try to get you to become gay or lesbian. We're just here to tell you about ourselves. So if you want to ask us any questions, that's why we're here. And so no question is a bad question.
We're both volunteers. We're not paid to do this. We come into classrooms and we speak to students like you. I've been to most high schools, junior highs here in the city. I was born in Puerto Rico. My dad's Mexican, so I'm half of each. My dad was a pastor in a Pentecostal church, so I grew up in the church, and very religious. And I came out when I was 17, and I'm now at State studying psychology.
I'm Donna, and I'm 24, and I grew up in Connecticut, actually. I'm an only child. I came out not until I was about 19 or 20. When I was your age, when I was in middle school and high school, I went out with boys, and I have some pictures I'll show you later of my prom date pictures. And it wasn't until I was in college that I started to realize that I was attracted to women. Now we're going to open it up, and you guys can ask us anything you want. Go.
Being gay, like, do one have to act like a woman, or like how does that go? I mean, I heard that like gay men keep the clean house and stuff like that.
How do you mostly find out that the other person is gay or a lesbian?
How does your parents feel about you being a lesbian?
Has anybody really like when you told them you were gay, they just totally said, I don't want to be your friend anymore, and just left and never saw you again or something?
Is it true that a lot of gay men and lesbian women that sometimes they dress in tight leather and stuff so they booty to attract men and women?
Like when young ladies have short hair like this, like they have to be a dyke or something. That's not really true though, right? Or do a lot of dykes do that?
I think it was you who said that when you were 12, like you started to think about guys and everything like that. Did you feel like confused or something, or like if you felt like if you had to kill yourself because you were like that, or like something?
Is there like a reason why you're gay? Like was you raped? Like was you a child, or like go through something that came out like you had to?
If you do have kids, how old would you want them to be before you tell them?
Like if you had a choice to be like start all over and be straight, would you rather be straight instead of being gay?
If your kids say that they want, when they grow up, they want to be gay like y'all, what would you say?
Do you guys get offended when people call you, like, when they call you names?
Yeah, especially if they mean it to be offensive. You know, and sometimes like I'll walk down the street and people like drive by and yell "dyke" out the window or something, and that's really upsetting. Like I don't know those people. Like there's no need for them to do that to me.
And one thing, people don't get beat up because they're gay. They get beat up because they look gay.
How do you guys do it?
We are not allowed to talk about our personal sex lives by the Unified School District. We can't do that, and that's what we're here for anyway. I do want to say though that just like you might imagine, sex is not about a single act. There's a lot more involved to it. There's feelings. There's who the two people are, how they feel about each other. And there's two minds involved. A lot of times when parents or administration say there's going to be gay people coming to our school, they make it sound like our school is gay-free, and here come these people from this tribe that we don't know, and they're going to come in here, and this is taboo. But obviously I was a child at one point, and obviously I was in school, and I didn't have those role models. And so when I think about it, I think, no, you're not bringing something that's strange into the school. You're bringing someone to be a role model for people who are, there are gay students in this classroom.
28% of all gay teenagers drop out of high school, more than twice the national average. They're also more prone to abuse alcohol and drugs.
And 30% of all teen suicides are committed by kids trying to deal with their own homosexuality.
It's alarming. The amount of attempted suicide and suicides in teenagers who are gay and lesbian is astronomical, because they haven't been exposed to this education, but they are gay and lesbian. And this society is saying that's not okay, and that they aren't okay. So what do? They try to kill themselves. We're not taking care of our children in this country. We're telling you have to be a certain way. If you're not okay.
To what extent have there been changes in what you think? And also, have any stereotypes been broken? Yeah.
I was like,
they're gay. I mean, they look straight, just like other people here. They look straight. I was like, well, I guess, you never really tell until you meet them and, tell them about you. You can never really tell.
Another stereotype is that some guys that hang around with girls, they'll think he's gay, but, he's not.
I thought all gay people are like white. I mean, I feel bad saying it, but then that's what I thought, because mostly gay people I see are white, and then
That's where I got it from, because mostly on talk shows, they mostly have white people on there that are gay. So that's what I actually thought. So then again, that kind of changed my little figure about it.
Not all gay people are looking for sexual experiences. Not all of them want to go hit on people, try to do all that stuff.
It should be mandatory, and I think that it's a healthy way of teaching students to respect each other, understand each other. Academics are definitely important, but we also want them to develop to reach an understanding that they can resolve crisis without becoming explosive. They need to understand it so they can move on to learning.
If the educational system doesn't deal with those issues early on, then there's bashing of gays in the streets.
William Kiley arrived in court still wearing a neck brace nearly 2 months after he was the victim of an alleged gay bashing. Central to proving the attack as a hate crime are the words Huff used. What was he calling you? Kiley was asked. He's calling me a faggot and a queer as he's pushing me on the shoulder. He's telling me, let's get it on.
In New York City, for example, such violence rose last year by 110%.
The numbers of gay men murdered are startling, but even more alarming. Most of those charged with the murders are teenagers.
They should have it in elementary school. They should have the beginning discussions much, much earlier.
Thursday is Gay and Lesbian Pride Day, which I believe is our 4th year at Cambridge Friends School. In our classrooms, from kindergarten through 8th grade, teachers will be talking about gay and lesbian issues. We really believe that there's God in every person, and those people include homosexuals too. We don't like controversy any more than anybody else. I'm a little worried about that, but not too much.
I want to start with you talking a little bit about what you're going to do tomorrow at Gay and Lesbian Pride Day, and to raise any issues that might have come up in the classroom.
I don't know. I guess for me, and I'm not trying to be decisive, and I don't know what to do about this, but as a school, are we saying that the kids have to support this? I mean, I guess that's what it sounds like to me, that we're saying if a child comes from a background that says that homosexuality is not correct, are we telling that child that they're supposed to, this is what you're supposed to do? I guess I keep getting that feeling that if a person is coming from that background, that we're supposed to tell them this is right. And I just feel like that child is going to